only taken me 2 months to finally get this arrive in the mail. This is something that I should have done ages ago. I am terrible for doing this. This is product photography, one thing that you want to make sure you dial in. And here I am with a blown light bulb, leaving it 2 months before I got a new one. How good's that? Now we can actually sell some stuff because we've got good lighting. What I'm shocked by though, that is so yellow compared to how bright and white this is. A new bulb. It only cost me $10, and yet it took me 2 months to get around to doing it. Now, I don't mean to sound all doom and gloom, but we're coming to the end of 2024, and it's a really important time to sit back and reflect, I guess, on how the year has been, but also too, what are we planning to do for 2025? So a big question that I've got for you guys in this video, it'd be really interesting to know, how did you go this year? Did you get started with selling on eBay? Are you yet to do it after all of this time of thinking about it? Or have you jumped into it and you've had some success with it, or even grown it on what you did previously last year? I'd love to know. I'm going to let you know how I went this year, and then also what my plans are for 2025. This whole sort of projecting and then reassessing what took place is a really important part of business and a really important part of being an eBay seller. So I hope you guys are doing it. My numbers for the year, $120,000 in revenue is what we finished up on, well, to this point of the year, December 10. We've still got another 3 weeks to go, but we're probably going to finish around about $125,000 in revenue. And for anyone out there wondering, it's around $45,000 in profit. It's not the only money that we make as eBay sellers with this unique setup of YouTube. There is some money that comes through of the YouTube channel. We do mentoring sessions in here every single week as well, video call link ups. And there are a few other bits and pieces from a revenue standpoint. So it's not everything, but it is a large chunk of what we earn. So it was really nice to see close to $50,000 come through in profit by selling on eBay. And we aren't working full-time hours on eBay to get that result. So based on our projections this year, we lost Courtney in September. So there was a good 3 months there to finish off the year, basically, where it was just myself. I had Kate helping me out every so often, my girlfriend, which was awesome. So I'm actually really pleased, given all of that took place, to be sitting on $120,000 to this point of the year in revenue. My goals though for 2025, I've had a bit of a think about it. I've sat down and I've reflected over the last little bit. I'd actually like to achieve $130,000 in revenue next year, which probably doesn't sound like an ambitious leap or jump, and it's not. eBay, I'd kind of like it to be what it was this year. I really felt like I cracked the code in 2024 selling on eBay. I just made things so much more efficient. I was able to sell less, but I had a higher average sale price, which meant that I wasn't having to pay so much in shipping, and it meant that my profit and my profit margins were really quite strong. So a really good shift in the way that I went about my sourcing in 2024, and I just want to do it again for 2025. So basically $130,000 in revenue with a 40% profit margin gives you $1,000 a week in profit. It's $52,000 a year. That's the aim. We'd like to just break through that $50,000 profit mark. I think that'd be an awesome result to finish on for the end of 2025. This year on YouTube, while I didn't have a massive growth in, I guess, ultimate sales and profit on an eBay standpoint this year, we were just very consistent, less work, same amount of money as we made the year before. My YouTube channel, this channel here that you're watching these videos on, has grown by about 33% in viewership. And that's been a really big focus for me. It's been really consistent with eBay, really efficient with eBay to allow me more time to grow the YouTube channel. It's really been quite difficult over the last 4 years because I felt like I've kind of almost single-handedly, for large chunks of it, been trying to grow 2 businesses at once, which growing a single business at once is tough enough, but to try and learn how to do eBay and YouTube and then try and scale the 2 of them has been really quite difficult. So I'm actually really quite proud of myself in the sense of what we've been able to achieve. Obviously the help of Kate and the help of Courtney throughout the year has been a massive assistance. But to achieve these numbers and to see a 33% growth in viewership on the YouTube channel, I've just got a lot of exciting plans for next year and I'm looking forward to diving into it. So long story short here, guys, is make sure that you are reflecting on what you were doing this year. See if there can be any improvements, any goals that you can tackle towards 2025, and then just get stuck into it. I offer these mentoring sessions, so if you want to blueprint the perfect 2025 game plan, feel free to get in touch because that's a large part of what I'm doing right now with a lot of the guys that are jumping on the calls. We're planning out how 2025 looks, and that's really exciting to see. So let me know, link in the description if you want to do that. You can book in for a call. But yeah, I just thought I'd take you through those thoughts and those results, and let's go out now and do some thrifting. Now the reason why we're thrifting is because in the short term, we're going away for 10 days over Christmas. We're going to go and see all of Kate's family in Melbourne. And we're going to have to just go ahead and do the dreaded time away mode, because no one's around to be able to kind of do the shipping for us while we're away. So that's going to really impact our sales, there's no doubt about it. But what we would like to do is try and maybe draft some listings out to go live while we're away. If we have a big draft bank, while I'm down in Melbourne, I can just hit list for a certain amount of volume every day, and I'll just, whatever we can draft up before we leave, I'll just average that out over the 10 days that we're away. It's pretty much the only choice. And right now, our draft bank is zero. Yeah. So we really need to go out and do some thrifting. We also need private picks. If any of you guys have got stock out there, we're always looking for private bulk buys. It just makes our life so much easier to be able to just sit down and list up all those items. So yeah, if you do have anything that you want to get rid of and sell, we're always happy to buy.
What about this?
The secret?
And the power.
Oh, as a bundle.
As a bundle.
Yeah.
How much is it? $1 too? Or $2?
These are hard cover. It doesn't say. Oh, there we go. $2.
Looks like
There's a
both
good
of
one.
them go together for 30.
I reckon we do it. Good find.
Thank you.
Good find. What else have we got? It's good that they're hard covered too.
Yeah.
Oh, look.
What is that?
This is the Tomorrow When the War Began.
Oh.
And we've got 5. And it's only $5. How much is that? That one's.
40. 1 to 6. Oh, 1, 2, 3, 5, 6.
And this one here is only 4 for $39.
Yeah.
So having 5, I feel like we could go 40.
Yeah.
All right, that was all your work. You found all these?
Not all of them. I found 2.
You pointed me into the right direction. So yeah, guys, this is Tomorrow When the War Began, probably about 40, and then the secret as a bundle should go for about 30. So we spent 9, and it should turn into 70, which is a really good start to our day. We're going to do some what sold when we get back from thrifting, and you'll see why this category is actually doing pretty well for us. We've had a couple of sales to put into the mailbag in the book category. We have an ebook as well, guys. It just shows you exactly how we go about trying to find profitable stock in these thrift stores. So if you want it, there's a description in this video. And you can basically just enter your email address and we'll automatically send you that ebook, and it'll be a good learning tool for the newbies out there. That could be good.
Yeah.
Oh, here we go. Region 2 and Region 4. So that's perfect.
My favourite movie of all time.
Perks of being a wallflower. We're going to go ahead with this. This is going to be worth about 50, so that's really good. I just saw these. Kira Cass. We've got a lot of them. So we've got 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. One of them is a double up. 2 of them is a double up. 3 of them is a double up. So we've actually only got 5.
That one looks
6.
different.
Yeah, it does look a bit different. We've got 6 there. So 6 is probably, based on those numbers, going to generate $35. And paperback books are $3. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, $18. No, not worth it. Just found these. They're like building blocks, building system. Archer Quest, $15 for this one. And then this one is $12. This is the Zars and Domes. But they're all new and the comps were crazy. So we've got a bit of a partial set here of a really good series. NCIS 1 to 6, and then we've got number 10 and number 11 as well. I'm pretty sure they're only like 50 cents in here. So $1, $2, $3, $4.
Sweet.
We should be able to turn that into about 40, I'd say. But if you found it every single season, I think season 1 to 18.
I was going to say, what does it go up to?
Yeah, 1 to 18. I think it's worth about 180. So as a partial, should get about 40.
Nice. Okay, so I'm trying to learn all the numbers with everything, and Matt is a great teacher. He's teaching me a lot. So today we have spent a total of $59, and we've figured out it's about $320 altogether. So we're going to bundle the NCIS for about $40, those 2 Archer Quest board game block things for $80 each, and then Breaking Bad for $50, and then the 2 book bundles will do $70 for those. Yeah, so I'm just learning all the numbers, and you're so quick at calculating, and here I am on my phone adding up everything.
Mental math.
You're so good at it.
You learn over time because you do it every single day.
Yeah.
But it was pretty decent. We've gone to how many stores? Maybe 4 or 5?
Yeah.
4 or 5 stores, and we've come away with maybe I think it's like 5 or 6 listings, something like that.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, 5. So 5.
5 listings. Yeah. So yeah, you're only picking out 1 item in each store. So we don't want to spend all day out here because the return for being out here all day isn't going to be significant. 5 items, $320. It's okay, but if we were to spend another 2 or 3 hours trying to find another 5 items, you've spent the entire day and you've got like a day and a half's worth of listings from our perspective. So a cool little one to go out and just check out a few things today, but we're going to have to work on a bigger bulk deal somewhere, I think, to be able to get more stock in. Because when you're trying to grow an eBay business and keep it sort of where it's at from our point of view, we need to get those bigger deals coming in a little bit more regularly. But good fun today. Found a few more things. We always love to get out and do some thrifting. Now, that's not the only sourcing that we've been up to over the last few days. It's been about a week since we've uploaded a YouTube video. So I've got a couple of clips of footage here from a few different locations that I want to take you through. I reckon I'll be interested in the games, mate.
That's it, yeah?
Yeah, I think so. So we've grabbed off John, who's a viewer of the channel. I'll get some air on because it's about 32 degrees. But this is what we got, guys. We paid $50 for all of this. John's son was 13, I think. He wasn't there today, but he was talking about his son. He said that these 2 are the best games, and there's no surprise because it's GameCube games. He reckons this Beautiful Joe number 2, reckons that was going for about 120. I got no idea if it does or not. But I do know that the Legend of Zelda does well. This one's been chewed by some rats there, but the Wind Waker, apparently it goes for about 100 as well. So we paid $50 for everything. I think the rest of it, Super Mario Galaxy 2 is about a $60 game, so that was quite good. So even if it's 100, 160, that's $260 right there, plus all the rest, bread and butter sort of $20 stuff. There might be $500. That could be one whole single day's worth of listing, and we only paid $50 to get our hands on it. Oh, here he is.
Hey, mate.
You finding some stuff?
Yeah. Pretty big ball games, yeah.
Nice. Till dawn. Wow. Elite Trooper Deluxe Edition. Vision Watch Dogs. Crew. How much on these ones did you say?
$30 then. $30.
So we got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 of them.
10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
So that'd be 300.
For 250.
You go down to 250.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
Do you have individual
if you
DS
buy
prices?
all, will go for $15 each.
So you go down
I
to
don't
15.
have the
We lost a
these.
couple.
These we don't have the.
No, do you have a price?
Oh, price.
$10.
Yeah, $10.
Each.
Yeah.
Yeah, these are just 10 because we don't have the cover.
I would do 250 on that.
Okay.
Would you go 10s instead of 15s?
No,
No.
sorry, it's selling.
It is selling.
Okay. I'll do the
I would
250
go
on that.
15.
Okay.
It's yours, sir.
Thank you. And then the ones that I'm interested in are those.
Okay. Get one more and you have them for 150. Wally?
Would you do 120? Because I think it was 100. I think
Okay,
it was
120.
120.
Yeah, so
So what's that?
370.
370. Nah, they're good games.
That's great.
Really, really good games. And good time of year to be getting them too, right?
Yeah,
Christmas time.
exactly, Christmas time. So I thought that the plushies can go as well. So
Yeah, cleaning out the house, hey?
yeah,
Those plushies are pretty good. The Pokemon ones, aren't they?
yeah, they are.
They're genuine too.
They are all
They're all genuine.
genuine. Yeah.
You got 15 on those. Well, I think I definitely made their day. $370 worth of a spend is not something I would typically do down here at the flea market, but these are just such high quality games that should sell really fast. Well, I know they'll sell really fast, that's why I paid up for them. Anyway, I'll break it all down for you a little bit later in the video. I think there's a bit out here today.
Any good ones in there?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, I just grabbed them all.
Yeah, that
Paid
one's
up, but oh, nice.
pretty clean.
That is clean. How much you pay for it?
$25.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Well played. And what games are in there?
I think there was a Sonic one. Dragon Ball Z.
Oh, there's a DBZ. Which one's that one? Let's have a look.
Not sure how much it's worth, but
Attack of the Saiyans. I'm not 100% sure, but for
pretty good.
25,
And I
that's...
got that one for $5.
Yeah, that's always decent.
Yeah.
On the DS.
The Mario games always go good.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah.
Oh, mate, well
And
played.
They sell quick.
Well played. That's incredible.
Yeah. That's from a person who comes here every week too.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Sometimes...
It wasn't even like a person who doesn't come here.
Yeah, sometimes these ones do work down here.
Yeah.
Good stuff. Keep digging.
Yeah, mate.
I'm actually going to break it down for you right now. I just couldn't resist, guys, to be able to see so many Nintendo Switch games and Nintendo 3DS games sitting out there at the flea market. I had to do it. I had to do it because, one, it's my best-selling category on eBay. That bookshelf, video games, it constantly turns over. So I know that even if I pay up like I did at $25 a game, these things are going to sell lightning quick, especially at this time of year because Christmas is just around the corner. So while everybody else was kind of balking at the fact that they were $30 games, I knew that even at $30, you could still be making about $10 to $15 in profit. And when it's a lightning quick sell-through rate and you're going to see your $30 back, I just thought that I had to go ahead and do it. Everyone else ran away from it. I thought I'd go in and grab everything. I paid $250 for 10 Switch games. We've already sold 3 of those Switch games since I was at the Flea a few days ago, so it's already proving to be true. And I think the rest of these are going to go on to do very well pre-Christmas as well. Now, it was 19 games for $370. My expected profit using the eProfit calculator is about $266. So I wanted to break all this down because the lesson is, do not be afraid if the sell-through rate is really strong and these are hot in-demand items on eBay and they're constantly being sold. Don't be afraid to spend up to try and buy these things because this year is going to be $260 profit in my pocket in a really quick space of time. All right, let's have a look at things. The whiteboard to take you through how this month is looking, guys. We're trying to do $11,000 and we're on 3,832, which means that we're averaging 383, but we want to be averaging 354. We're ahead of the game. But as you guys know, we're going to be away for 10 days over Christmas. So all of this work for 11,000, it kind of needs to be done in the next 2 weeks. So it's quite stressful to think that we might not get 11,000 just because it's going to go so quiet. That's the real harsh reality of time away mode, trying to take some time off, but you got to have some time off.
You do.
You've got to step away from the game every now and again. I don't do enough of it. What we bought today, I wouldn't say it was our best haul by any means. The few other bits and pieces I showed you in the video so far from a sourcing front have done pretty well. We've actually had a few of the things that were in the videos from a sourcing perspective already go on to sell in this little what sold segment that we're going to do now. We have, I believe it's 12, is it? I think it's 12 orders to take you through. Kate's going to do the first one.
Okay, our cheapest order of the day is the St. George Illawarra NRL shorts. They sold for $29. Matt found these at the Flea for about $5. He found about 10 different teams, and this is the second last to sell. So we've got the Bulldogs. If anyone wants the NRL Bulldogs, get them while they're hot. These will go into a small satchel for $8.50.
I'll keep this one very short and sharp because it is just Mario Kart on the Nintendo Wii. Spoken about this so much before. The only thing I'll say about this is we priced it really competitively to get a really fast sale. We bought this one off John on Saturday, and then I had a look at all the different price points of all the sales for this game, and I went with $29.95, and that's what it sold for, the full asking price, because it's really competitively priced. We could have gone 40, and we would have had to wait for a couple of months for it to sell. But we went $29.95 to get a faster sale, and we got it. So pricing is just so important, to do that little bit of extra research to make sure you're getting a competitive price. Don't undercut the market, but just price it really nice and competitive, and you'll get a quick turnaround.
Okay, coming in at $30, another $30 sale, is this Captain America Xbox controller. It's pretty cool.
Very cool.
This will go into a small box so it doesn't get ruined for about $8.50.
Yeah, $8.50. Bunch of bubble wrap, bit of butcher's paper, into a box. We've got a lot of boxes up here, so I'm sure we'll be able to find one. We went to Bunnings and grabbed a bunch as well, so yeah, it's a nice sale for $30. Went actually really quickly. That sold in about 4 or 5 days. I'm back in the video game section for another one. We've got Killing Zone on the PlayStation 1. A real broken case to this one here. So Photo stipulated that, so I'm sure they're not going to be too disappointed when they come across it. Very, very worn away manual as well, right? Like a lot of water damage. There's no true collectible in this one. I believe it was 32 from memory. $32. So because it is so badly broken, we're actually going to really try and heavily protect and preserve the state that it's in, because it could be a crumbled heap by the time we send it to him if we didn't put in a bit of extra care. So a lot of bubble wrap, a lot of butcher's paper, just like the controller. We're going to put this into a small box, and that ships off for $8.50 as well. You're probably thinking, why is it $8.50? I get a lot of questions about that, and that's because we're using the Band 5 Australia Post, My Post business. We get some really good discounts on that, and that has been able to be achieved over the years because we've been able to sell, I think it's over 200 sales a month. That gives us all that discount. So anyone out there trying to work your way up the Band 5 or 2 Band 5 discount, keep selling, and you'll start to get some discounts.
Alrighty, next sale is these Worlds of Wonder Disney cards. Now we got these at the flea market because they were sealed, not opened. We thought about opening them to find the rare one. Could be worth like $1,000. But we decided there's 100 here, let's just sell them for $35. And it came through straight away. So a good sale.
Good sale. I was just umming and ahhing about how to go and ship these off. Because there's a bit of a stack here, so you don't want to wreck the cards that are in them. So they may have to go into a box as well.
Yeah, small box.
Building up a lot of boxes here, unfortunately, because now we've got this and this, yeah. But that's a good sale.
Nice.
I'm back in the video game section.
You are.
Back in the games.
You're
I don't know
why.
I've done 3 out of 3 in the game so far. Hopefully you get one. This one was the Nintendo Switch Dragon Quest Builders 2. Right there. So that one there obviously being the Nintendo Switch we spoke of earlier. Reason why we're paying $25 at the flea and paying up is because they are turning around in 2 or 3 days from listing them up. So very excited to see that, because I knew it at the time. I thought, damn, you don't see Nintendo Switch at the flea. And then sure enough, they've come through, because a bit like the Mario Kart, we have priced them up to sell. Let's get away from these video games.
Nice and high for me, thank you.
Some books.
Some books. The Gallagher Girls collection, Ali Carter, sold for how much?
I have no idea. I have no idea.
I forgot. $49.95.
$49.95.
Yes.
That's good. Just have to find a box for him.
Box, definitely.
We do like to put these into a box, guys. But yeah, I would have bought that for, I believe, 10 to 15.
From a thrift store?
Yeah, it was from a thrift store. I think it was $10 to $15. So, you know, you're probably making 10 to 15 in profit on that scenario. But a good book bundle, obviously books number 1 to 6 in a slipcase. That's the sort of thing we like to try and find when we're out thrifting.
We do. Guess what sold next?
More video games.
Yes, back over there, please.
Guitar Heroes. We have a bundle here of Metallica, Legends of Rock, and the World Tour. We got these off John on Saturday. So again, some more fast turnaround. This was bought obviously with the Mario Kart as well. We got a $29 sale price, I think it was, but then $20 of international. This is actually off to America. So I think it's going to cost us about $25 to send to America, I think, based on the weight of this item. So that's going to basically cover what the domestic postage cost would have been anyway. So not too bad there because we got them again for a couple of dollars off John. So there's going to be some good profit in that. It's come in to this position of the what sold in the sense of our ranking of revenue because of that international money that came in for, I guess, ultimately a shipping cost. But when we speak revenue, it sits in there at like 40, 50 odd dollars. So not too bad of a sale. You don't pay GST when you sell stuff internationally, so there's a bit of a win there. So yeah, we'd like to try and sell as much as we can anywhere around the world. This is the strangest what sold segment. Now you're back over in the books. What do we got there?
Okay, we've got some Matthew Riley books, which we just got last week actually in the thrift. They were $10 and they have sold for $60. So basically $10 a book. A really good find. They will go into a box.
Just like the Gallagher Girls.
Yeah.
Nothing different with that one.
Heavy though.
It is heavy, so it might cost about 15 to ship off. Brings it down to 45. The fees are going to be about 9. That's about 36, and then we bought it for 10, so we'll make about 26 in profit off a $10 purchase, and it's sold in a week. All right, this is our next item. We have a Xbox 360 console with just the I don't know, what do you call that cable? Just the main cable that plugs into the PowerPoint. $89.95 we're able to get for this, and I buy these for typically about $25. So 25 into 90 usually costs about 18 to 20 to ship off. We'll put it into a box. We actually went and grabbed a couple of these boxes that we think might be able to fit. So we'll give that a go. A lot of bubble wrap, a lot of butcher's paper. Great item to be selling at this time of year, pre-Christmas. As soon as we've listed up our consoles that we had untested here in the tubs, we looked them out knowing that it was mid-December, and we thought, let's just give it a quick test, see if it works. Fortunately, most of them did, and they all sold instantly. We've already been shipping off a lot of them. I think 2 went out yesterday, and this is one of the last remaining Xbox 360s that we have. So a $90 sale price, no controllers, no games, just as it is, a pretty decent turnaround.
We have now got 3 more sales, and they are all $100 or more. This one came in at $99.95, and it is a Canon Prima Zoom Mini. This was purchased in a bulk buy. Matt bought heaps of cameras, and cut. Okay, this will go into a box for about $8.50 maybe.
Yeah, it'll go small satchel rate. Cameras, guys, make sure you're trying to find your cameras. As Kate said there, the Prima Zoom Mini. There it is there. So nice camera. Old school cameras, they do really well on eBay. I don't have too many left out of that bulk buy. They've all sold really, really well. I'm going to stick with the theme of cameras, and I'm going to show you this one right here, which has gone on to sell in second place. This is the Sony CyberShot. The code is DSC-W610. And that's what I used to try and price up this item, and I was blown away by the comps. A lot of sales. If anyone doesn't know what comp is, when we say comps, it means previously sold items. Comparison sales.
Yeah.
Comps. I get questions about that. Sony CyberShot. This one was a good one. It surprised me when I typed in that code. Like I said, $220 is about what it goes for when it's working. I don't have any charges for this.
Yeah.
So I was like, I want to sell it. It looks good. It's got a little SD and a memory in there, battery in there. I'll just sell it untested. So in the title I said untested, and I stipulated that in the description as well. It doesn't stop me from getting a return. Like if this thing doesn't work, it sold for 140, I should say. So 220 was working order. I said untested, so I dropped it to 140 to be competitive. Now if it goes on to sell and it's working, then great. But this one here is untested, so it's going to be interesting to see what they think. Because if it doesn't work, I'll probably get a refund.
Well, they'll have to have the charging cable for it.
Yeah, they'll sort it out themselves. They'll find or buy a charging cable. They may already have one. I just can't, as a seller, sell it knowing that it works because I don't have a charger. So if they say it doesn't work, then we have to accept the refund, ultimately. Anyway, long story short, you can still do that. You just might see an increase in your returns.
Our best sale came through for $170.
Oof.
Matt purchased this just on Sunday at the flea market for $80 for the whole thing. So the only thing that's missing is one of the connection cables, which was in the listing, and it's still sold. So it's got a controller, this thingy, connect bar, and Matt sold it as a bundle.
All of these games aren't worth anything. Yeah.
And yeah, came through really quickly. I'm guessing for Christmas, a nice Christmas present for someone for $170. Please subscribe if you like this video. This video here is
Where? Up here.
is my favourite, so you should watch it.